Howdy, folks. So, if you work with Microsoft technologies, over the last 3 or 4 years or so, you may have heard Microsoft talk a lot about accessibility. Now, what does that word really mean? Accessibility is a general term that indicates that any solution that you build, any product that you build, is easily can be easily used by any person with disabilities. Now, think about people who have vision impairment. They may be blind, they may have low vision, they may have hearing loss, they may be amputees. They cannot probably use their fingers or hands for typing. Now, how would a person with disabilities use what you've built for them? Let's consider a scenario here. Let's say you're a company, your sales organization expects their salespeople to, whenever they go meet a prospect, they're expected to grab their business card, okay, something like this, and view it, obviously, and then enter this information in a system that your company uses. It can be a CRM system, it can be an Excel file, it can be anything that's being used in your company. But the idea is that, hey, Mr. Salesperson, if you go meet a prospect, we want to make sure that their information is in our system, in our company system. Now, for an able-bodied person, it's very easy to just look at it and then open an app that you may have built for your sales team and then enter this information in it and hit submit. But then again, revisiting our scenario here, now think about how a blind person, for example, a blind person would not know what's on this card. And even your salesperson is perhaps not blind, but they may have some motor skill issues because of which they cannot type very easily on a phone, or they may be an amputee, etc. So several people with disabilities, how can we make sure that if we have a salesperson on our team who is disabled, how can that person enter or follow the process very easily without hitting any roadblocks, without facing any issues? So what I want to show you is a solution that can be built in PowerApps. Okay, so what we have here is, let me just start mirroring my screen for a second. Oops, hit the wrong button there. Okay, and I'm gonna start mirroring. Okay, Mr. Code, where are you? Okay, there you are. Okay, so what we'll do is we will look at an app that does something different. Okay, so here we have an app. It's meant for salespeople. So we are looking at all of leads that I have. Now notice the camera icon at the bottom. Now what that button does, it actually scans business cards, reads the information from it, and then also detects what that information is, like name, email address, phone number, etc., and then sends all that information to a system of our choice. In our example here, it would be Dynamics 365 CE. Okay, so let's see it in action. So I'm gonna just click the camera icon, and now I have a business card here. So let me just place it right here, and then I'm going to just take a photo of this. Now what happens is it's scanning it. It's there's an Azure function that's running in the background, and what that would do is it would actually send all that information into Dynamics 365. And you can see here that my business card is already scanned, and let's see what else it did. Let me move this a little bit. And if I go into my record here, you will see that we have my name, my phone number, my email address, and my address as well, right? So like all the important information that we have on this business card right here is in CRM now, and is in Dynamics 365. So you can see very well that I did not have to type anything. All I did was take a photo, and then it just scans everything on its own. So for a person with disabilities, this is extremely useful, extremely beneficial, and it doesn't require them to type anything. It doesn't require them to actually get someone else's help and find out what's on it. All they do is take a photo, and then the information goes in. Now, for a blind person, in my first example, what I did was I just placed the card, in the right orientation. But for a blind person, they may not know what side is correct, right? So they may just place the card on the surface and then take a photo. So let's see how it works when perhaps the card is upside down. So I want to reflect my screen again, and I know I will have issues. So let me just quit this real quick and do this again. What are you this time? Okay, so here we are, and we're back in my app, and I click the camera icon again. And this time what I'll do is I will place this upside down. And also, just a disclaimer, so to speak, is you need some good lighting around you. You need to make sure that there are not many objects around this business card. It may still work, so if you have bad lighting, if you have objects around your business card, it may still work, but it may not give you accurate results. Okay, so anyway, what I'm going to do is upside down. You can see I'll just take a photo of this, and let's see what it does this time. Here, I'm going to go back into my leads, and you can see that so this time it gave me the phone number, it gave me the address. I'm sorry, the email address. It did not scan the address this time. It does though. I think it was just bad lighting because of which it didn't identify the address. But just know that if you have good lighting and everything, it's very, very accurate. It does its job extremely well. And here, let me show you one more thing. So what we are doing here is we are actually showing all the text from the card in a note. And you can clearly see that it had some trouble identifying the address. And you'll have to believe me, it's because of some lighting, everything. But otherwise, it doesn't matter what the orientation is. It can be upside down, it can be sideways, it still works. But anyway, so the point is that through PowerApps and through using some accompanying solutions, you can make life much easier for your employees who have disabilities, and just make sure that they can perform the job well. They don't have any roadblocks, they don't hit any issues, and their professional life is smooth and efficient. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, let me know. Feel free to comment, feel free to send a message. Hope this was enlightening, and hope this made some bulbs go off. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.